Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. Brittles, how are you, my boy?
DB, yeah, really well, thank
Good
you.
to see you, mate.
Thanks, mate. Good to see you.
Looking well as per.
Yeah, thanks. Fresh shave this morning.
Mickey B, how are you, big fella?
Good to see you, big fella.
Hey, is that an outfit repeat from last week?
Yep.
Super Bowl, Las
No,
Vegas,
no. I wore this to our
KC.
I wore this to our photo shoot. Remember we did our photo shoot,
That was fun.
and none of our times lined up. None of our lines.
It's hard
timed
getting
up.
three powerful men in a room.
So wore this to our photo shoot, and the photos will come out soon, won't they?
They will be coming out very soon, which is exciting. Missed you guys over the weekend.
But I do wear this t-shirt a lot. I can 5 out of every.
Thanks, mate. We moved on from that. I had a very good weekend.
Not now you got the pearlers.
Oh, wow. We got that. Wow.
I wear this 5 times, and the other 2 days when they get filled up
Geez,
with.
they're a good fit, aren't they, Brett?
So comfy.
They're a great fit. I had my first solo parenting on the weekend.
Oh, how'd you go?
I thought I'd let you know.
Talk us through it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jeez, it was good.
Did you say to the missus, how easy is being a parent?
Well,
Stay-at-home parent, no worries.
I was going to, but then I thought, I better not. But Juz had done a lot of the meal prep for me too, which did make things easier. It's just bloody hard to pack up and parent.
Is it?
Anyway, moving on to the footy, because it's Footy and Friends. It's not bloody Baby and Friends, is it?
No,
It's
that's
not
right.
Family and Friends. It's Footy and Friends.
That's it.
What did you think about the weekend? Hey, quickly, before I get into that, I'm going to read the run sheet for the first time here.
Yeah.
AFL 9s on the weekend. How'd you go?
Doesn't play on the weekend.
Thursday night.
Weekday.
Last week on Monday, they actually forfeited. The team,
Oppo?
Yeah, the Oppo forfeited.
they see the team sheet from the opposition.
Yeah.
Be Deledio on there, and they said, not today.
No, the Malvern primary dads, they bailed on us, which was disappointing because I was all geared up for
What's your team called again?
We call the Weeping Willows.
Yeah.
Great name.
Don't talk. I don't know much about it. I've been brought in, but
Did you name them, Brett?
Tommy Langford plays for the. I don't know whether you know Tommy Langford.
Yeah, I know Tom.
Yeah, he plays for the the primary dads, and yeah, they
He
bailed.
pulled out.
But tonight we've got the Big V, which is Paul Connor's team. So look out.
We've got to We've probably got to get eyes on one of these games. I reckon, Dyl.
Get eyes. I want to get legs in one of them. I want to get down there and play. But it was actually funny. I had the big head honcho of the AFL in, as you've just seen, Andrew Dillon.
Yes.
Dilsey and Dill.
Yep.
And I actually asked him about you because he's
His
actually
team.
big in AFL 9s.
We're playing his old team tonight.
The Big V. So have a listen to this.
You might not be aware of this, but Brett Deledio is actually into these AFL 9s.
Oh, yeah, he plays out of East Malvern, doesn't he?
you know.
Well, I used to play there until I did my Achilles.
Is that how you did your Achilles?
No, I did playing tennis, but I was playing Monday nights there and tennis on the Tuesday. And I played the night before and then played tennis on the Tuesday, did the Achilles. And I
What a hero.
I have the guts to play again. But I reckon
Down there with Brett?
Yeah, well, he's the opposition to us, I think. I think we might be playing them this week.
Well, there you go. Get down there, Dill.
How exciting's that?
yeah,
They know about you. Nothing's changed.
No, well, that's it, mate. Yeah, I suppose the number's a bit different. I got the 14 on the back, well, not the 3 or the 7. But
What is the strip?
it's just like a blue and yellow. It's like they're old St Kevin's boys. So yeah, just a singlet. Yeah,
What
a
about? So
singlet.
it's no different really from back in the day. Like they would have every week, going up against Brett. Head on a plate. It's no different.
Name
at AFL.
circled.
7s to
Team
9s
target.
to
Team target.
AFL. Like, how did you
How do you
that?
cope with it, mate?
How do you cope with that? Still.
It's tough. It's a lot of pressure the night before. You're really thinking about it, and right into the
Sunday
lead
night.
up, and you're just like, I don't think I can be bothered with this today.
Yeah.
Like hopefully their tag is out late, and I don't have to worry about it. And don't have to deal with this sort of rat bag hanging off me all day.
So Dills versus Brett.
It's this
he
Monday
might
night.
be- he might be the coach,
he might be
Yeah,
coaching.
so we'll get a report on that next week.
One more I've got for you as well, just to go from the big chat. I'm sure you haven't checked into the chat yet. Have you got it queued up? Ready to listen?
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Yeah, good. Well, you'll hear this because you boys have been laughing about the 700s. Well, when you hear from the man himself, this has been on his cards. Have a listen to this.
Yeah.
I have nearly the last end of this to keep people involved. So the people that have retired or finished local footy, people that don't want to play AFL 9s, I've got something called just the training squad.
I didn't want to go with
Shit name.
I didn't want to go with the 700s.
We have a pre-season. We train every week like we're going to play.
Look at his
but we
face.
don't play. It's just training.
You're an idiot.
What do you think?
You laugh, but I actually don't mind it.
Bullshit. Hey, loved it.
I was was thinking that the other day because it actually is a way to engage.
It is, mate.
I think there could be something in this. This could be our new another alternative.
Darcy, go back to when the question was asked and the answer was made.
Yeah, how poor.
He was in shock. No, because all you blokes just think, you read the Herald Sun, you read Fox Sports, you don't think outside the box.
Why didn't you go with the name, you big chicken?
What are you giving away? It's IP, the 700. So anyway, we're in talks about it.
What was the name you initially workshopped with Dills?
The training club. I think it's called. I froze a bit there. I wasn't sure what to
you froze there and he froze on his answer. He's
yeah.
Like, well,
700.
Watch this space. You boys will be laughing next year when I've got equity in the 700s and you're laughing.
We've got 12 months to wait.
What's your insurance going to be on that?
Did you hear Mick's lacing up the boots this year?
I did. I saw that on Twitter.
North Warrnambool Eagles.
What's going down there, Mick? What takes you down there by any...
You think this bloke signs for an AFL club and he's going to take less jobs? He's doubled his invoices for the year. He's just put on another accountant. He's had to start
and just bought a trailer to take
cash home.
No. Well, I'm happy that my dad lives down in Warrnambool. So I won't have to
so free accommodation.
Won't have to transport it that far. Look, when they said we had a pretty savvy negotiation, North Warrnambool Eagles and I. And
you didn't get Brett involved in that, did you?
No, this was just I think I can play 1, maybe 2 games for the year when they align with a North Melbourne weekend off. When we were doing the negotiation, they were like, "Oh, do you mind if we put out a press release or whatever you want? Hang on, no, we won't call it a press release. Just like an announcement."
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what, go for it. I don't mind. Go for it. The amount of criticism I've copped off the back of this announcement, because I got a dual announcement with a guy called Brad. If you look at the announcement, it's like North Warrnambool have signed, welcome back, because I played in the 2019 grand final there.
Congrats.
It was like Michael Barlow, and the other half of the announcement was a guy called Brad Getty. So it was a dual announcement. So I didn't even get my own announcement.
Oh, but he didn't get a photo, I don't think, Brad Getty.
He's on there.
Getty didn't get a photo.
You have another
he
look.
didn't Getty one.
He got one.
No.
Getty.
What did Choppers think of this? Did he give you any feedback?
Choppers Lynch?
Yeah, Choppers Lynch.
Yeah, I got a lot of grief at the...
I'm looking forward to getting down North Warrnambool this year.
Just give me a rundown on the
I said you can't.
group chat.
You can't get down to Warrnambool enough.
I'll just give you
Don't ask me.
So,
good place.
Yeah, we'll be okay, North Warrnambool. Coached by Nathan Vardy.
Oh, yeah, big Vards.
Party party.
Yeah.
And brother-in-law of Billy Smets.
Correct. So
His
Billy
twin.
Smets is a local North Warrnambool.
Is he playing with North Warrnambool?
He's not.
Oh.
Hey, I'll tell you a good place to stay, and I spent a lot of my childhood there, was Surfside 1 Caravan Park, mate. Get down there.
Yeah.
Good mountain bikes and that down there?
No, actually, no. Good
No
cricket
trials.
in their court.
Fucking oath. Speaking of cricket, we've got some stuff to talk about later. You multi-athleted, bloody incredible human you are. You know what else is good down at Warrnambool? The maze.
Yeah.
I got lost in that as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Geez, that's a scary maze.
Is it the maze just down near the beach?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a maze there. It's actually quite a large maze.
It was heaps bigger when we were kids, but it's not that big anymore.
Yeah.
Actually looking at the maze now, like, Dylan was scared in that maze.
I was fucking like 8, mate.
He hasn't grown that much since then.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Very good. Now, looking forward to getting down to Warrnambool. That'd be good. Alex Dyson actually is trying to be a parliament down there at Warrnambool, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I knew so much about Warrnambool.
So, if Alex Dyson was the special guest today and walked in that door, we've talked about this concept off air.
Yeah, we have.
I'd be...
You wouldn't know
No
who that is. Okay. So I've got an idea as well, ladies and gentlemen, for Footy and Friends. What I want to do is from Triple J. Does the Matt and Alex breakfast?
Yeah, I'll listen to Triple J all the time.
Oh, Brett. Don't disgrace Triple J. They're a good station. Anywho, I want to do something this year where once a month we bring in a guest to the show each.
Right.
And I want to flip spin the bottle.
Yep.
Not kissing, but just spin a bottle. And whoever it lands on is responsible for that guest. Now, the catch on this, they'll sit in on the show, they'll walk in 10 minutes on, Darcy will facilitate, and it has to be someone that's been in the footy industry or someone you think will be coming in. But the other two, say it's Brett that brings in the first one, we don't know until they walk in the studio who it is.
Gives me a bit of anxiety. Gives me a bit of anxiety.
I'm really pumped.
If Alex Dyson walks in.
He's not in the footy industry. But what I'm thinking we do is there a bottle? Oh, do you have the pen, Brett? You can spin it and see where this lands.
Hey, what are you doing the point? That's my pen.
I reckon
my pen from last week.
I reckon the pen.
Oh, Max Sports. That's your pen.
I reckon the pen, where the pen is at the top.
You want that in?
Yeah.
That was a shit spin.
It's on Brett. So, Brett, I'll give you in the next sort of fortnight.
Yeah.
Start rounding it up. You let Darcy know when you've got this person, and they're going to come in and just be on the show.
Yeah.
But if we don't, like, we've got to sort of just assume we know. It could be someone we know. It might not be someone we know. But we'll just.
You've got the perfect person.
Oh, I think I've got someone who'd be pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's not bloody Trent Cotchin, is it, Brett?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I said funny.
See, you see your head.
Not bloody Dustin Martin, is it? From the Tigers?
Oh, Big Dusty, you want to have him on, do you? You want to have him on? He wouldn't answer me phone
Not
calls.
bloody Nankervis, is it?
You know
Anyone else? Who else you want to remember?
You know you get Brett when he starts biting back with that voice.
Who else is there? Mick, help me.
It's
Not bloody Stephen King.
Steve Morris.
Stephen King? I didn't play at the Cats.
Stephen King. Not Ken Kingsley, is it, Brett?
Big Carrots, yeah.
Not bloody fucking Mauricio, is it, mate? All right, that's enough.
Not Nathan.
We can move on now.
Nathan
That's
Brown?
enough.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
Who
no,
else?
that's all I know. What's the bloke's name with dreadlocks that used to play?
Tyler
Mason.
Ben Nason.
Ben Nason, is
Benny
it?
Nace. He's a blast from the
It's
past.
not Angus Graham, is
He
it?
used to come up to my house and ride dirt bikes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, last thing before we get into the show.
And anyone know how hot it is in here?
Yeah,
I've
it's
got a
hot.
great t-shirt.
Last
on.
thing I want to talk about with the show is we have a bit of fun here, but one thing I do want to do is I hate when the season ends and we don't bloody get to hang out. You know, we don't get a proper send-off.
We don't.
You're busy with
Well,
your family.
you know what happened last time? Explain to the listeners what happened last time with our Christmas party. This
is
banana.
fucked. No, this wasn't me.
Oh,
no,
this
no,
wasn't
no.
me.
This was Sam.
Well,
was
who's the
Sam.
head of this place? You tell me it's you.
Big dog.
Yeah.
But I've got people to sort this
Yeah.
out. This actually is maybe you from your point of view.
No,
'Cause
you
I
go.
wasn't proud of this, but it wasn't.
And I feel like I've missed the whole memo of everything.
Well, you know how we're all invited. Come along, boys. Let's get to the
Christmas
Christmas
party.
party.
Oh, they did a week
We're going
early
to
or
be
something?
doing it in
Yeah, we did a week early.
Fitzroy Gardens or wherever the hell it was over in the northern
It's really,
burbs.
it's really our scene.
Can't wait to get there.
Edinburgh Gardens were having a big
With
Christmas
Ben
party.
Nason. He would have been
Anyway,
the special guest.
now what happened was I think there was a bit of a weather turn or something happened where we had to pivot and move it to an indoor facility and do it. Anyway, Sam was organising the Christmas party. He forgot to let Brett know that we'd actually moved the Christmas party to
Anyway.
another venue.
Oh, Brett went.
So Brett called me and said, mate, I'm at the Edinburgh
I'm in the
Gardens.
park, mate. I've got
He's looking around.
I've got a six-pack.
He's got a six-pack and he's just looking for us.
a week later.
He
No.
came, it was the day off.
That
He
day
was
off.
somewhere else.
Where are you? And he goes, you wouldn't believe it, mate. We're just changing the studio. We're there in the studio. Can you still come? I was like, yeah,
You're an idiot.
He did, in fairness to Brett,
He brought
he
a
actually
sixer.
came and bought the sixer and
Yeah.
he charged a few of the boys for the six-pack, but
Yeah.
it was, no, it was good. And you didn't make it. So anyway, what I want to do is...
Yeah, so
I actually
Christmas
generally
party.
can't remember being invited.
So don't worry about this because I'm not coming next year.
Yeah, well, what I want to do this year is I want to have a little footy trip.
Yeah.
Now, this could grow its legs and maybe we can get some people involved, but what I was thinking was starting with a footy trip, what you do is you start a little kitty. So I went to the Tattersalls next door.
Yep.
I'm not much of a punter, and nor can we bet on footy with the industry you two are in anyway.
Yeah, true.
So I've got some $10 scratchies.
Oh, yeah. And you want us all to have a go?
Have a dip and see what happens. Now, just legally, I did buy these. So if they do hit, because
We go thirds.
we go thirds.
And so next week, who brings the scratchies in?
Spin the pen.
It's into later.
Yeah, it's just shit
This is not
content.
great podcasting. We just have a pause break like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think
We're
I
going
have
to
to
piss.
pause. Oh, I've got one. $15.
I got a $10 here.
I got $15.
So we're up $25.
We're up $25. Well, this cost me $30, by the way, so we're down $5.
Anyway, we've got $25 in the kitty.
Yeah, we started with 30. We've got 25 at the moment. All right, moving on. We'll see how that footy trip goes. Hey, review of this week.
Yep.
Who impressed you boys over the weekend's games?
Let me just go back and have a bit of a look. What didn't impress me was Jimmy Webster's hit on Josh Simpkin. Oh, dear. He's going to be out for a fair few weeks.
So what happens there,
Yeah.
Brett? What's the process?
Well, I think he'll just get sent straight to the tribunal, I would have
Shoulder went
thought.
through his bloody head.
Yeah. And Jai's had a couple of concussion issues too, from
Yeah.
what I've read.
Shit house.
Yeah. What do you reckon in terms of a length? Like, I've
Yeah.
got no idea.
I think you've summed it up pretty well. I think that
Straight to tribunal.
it'll
minimum
just go
4.
there and then
I reckon, yeah.
Minimum 4. That's all I'll say.
I'd have to say it'd probably have to go more than 4, really. But on the of what's happening, obviously we spoke about last week, the importance of their head with Brayshaw. Power Pepper goes for 4. That hit's probably worse. Well, it is worse.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like it's yeah.
Yeah.
You agree? It is worse. But the one thing that is really important in this that I think they'll make a massive stand. It could be like a 6 to 8 week thing.
I agree.
But what needs to happen this year is they have to be... This is a preseason game. Jimmy Webster's a great AFL player, but he's not in your top 5 probably of note sort of players. And I'm not saying that it does go on who you are, but the real test is going to be middle of the year when it's your Patrick Dangerfields and that 5s and it's getting closer to finals. Yeah. That's when you've got to actually make the stand. Yeah. Like, they're going to make the stand now, and so they should, but you can't be lessening it as as the season goes on.
Yeah, concur. Well, they made a big pivot with it late last year or at the end of last year, didn't they? In terms of the head knock.
Well, they had their chance again with the Maynard one on Brayshaw.
In hindsight now, that should have gone.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that one. I get that it's hitting in the head, but you can't stop yourself, and you've got to be able to put pressure on that footy. Like that's what we train all our boys.
Didn't even he wasn't trying to line someone up, was he? He was just running through a stoppage.
He sort of just come in with his shoulder dipped and collected him in the chin. I'm not sure you can do that.
But he got tackled into him though.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
He got slung into him, didn't he?
Yeah, I reckon if he wanted to not hurt him, he would have. But Jimmy Webster's basically just a big brain fart. He's just like, you know what, I'm free hit here.
And what we do on this show is not really watch the incidents, but comment on them anyway. And that's what I like.
In great detail.
Yeah, in great detail, and really give an opinion based on no fact at all.
The listener can go to the pub and be like, this is what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, footy's well and truly back. Like, I had to change off the AM stations today because round one, so today's Monday recording, or opening round starts on Thursday, and not one mention was about the footy in 2 or 3 days' time. It was all about this incident. So the whole day is just consumed with this one incident. I know it consumed. Yeah, that's what people want to hear and discuss, but it can just pollute your brain a lot, can't it?
There's not much to go through at the moment. But in all seriousness, how is Jai welfare-wise?
We had today off. Yeah. So brief chat to him after the game. I really did keep my distance. You know, when you're...
Yeah, you don't want to be the bloke
the subject of that incident, and you're well and truly aware that a lot of people are coming, and he's just had a big knock in the game. So I only briefly saw him and crossed paths. We had today off. We're back in tomorrow. But I think the club's point of view, or the club's stance on it at the moment, is a lot of the attention goes to, will he be right, and the concussion protocols. But all of that's kind of been...
Are you playing round 0?
No, we're round 1. Okay. So we're Saturday week. All of that has been, from a club point of view, has been pushed to the side. And as cliche as it sounds, it's Jai's mental and physical health is priority one, and the recovery process will take however long it takes.
Bloody oath. And we're wishing him the best in the recovery.
What were your other takeaways from the weekend, mate? What else did you get out
of it? And it was the week as well. So footy started last Tuesday.
I wrote a note here, and we were getting into... I think Brett and I were getting into an argument in the group chat on the weekend. I just wrote, ruckman, fuck off. So annoying.
This was a really good discussion.
I can't remember what I was saying. I'd had a couple of wines.
I'm just going to go quickly to the Carlton-Melbourne game.
Sure, mate, you go. Sorry,
I'm just going to see who the highest...
Apologies, you go.
Who the highest ranked player was. Max Gorn. What position did he play?
He's a ruckman.
Oh, he's a ruckman. Oh.
I'm not talking about Max Gorn. I'm just talking about in general the breed of the ruckman. When you think about it, you don't play footy. You play ruck. They're playing ruck. They're not playing AFL, mate.
So
they're playing at their own role.
What about the back pocket?
What
does he do?
But he plays footy. He's in the team. What I'm saying is... No, Brett, shut your mouth, Brett.
Argument
I'm saying this. Listen.
Anyway, I'm going to go to another game where I can find a hype.
Teams go versus each other, right? A ruckman is just versing the other ruckman. The whole game.
Just found another one. Riley O'Brien. What position does he play?
He's a ruckman.
He's a ruckman.
Yeah.
Highest ranked player on the ground.
I'm telling you,
isn't that amazing?
If I could tap out as much as them and just tap and rap, mate, it's pretty fucking easy. They're not doing much. What I'm saying is, Brett.
Tim English, third highest. Wow.
What annoys me, Mick, and I'll go to this, is when you're coaching, right?
Oh, dear.
Rowan Marshall in the top 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mick, when you were coaching your own team, and congratulations for doing that, and you're trying to chat to the team, and then you got this ruckman at the back with his own ruck coach trying to chat to him at the same time. Mate, join into the huddle. Stop talking to your own coach and making his job feel like he's meant to be there. Shut up and just get involved in the team is what I'm trying to say.
I reckon that would happen 1 in every 20 breaks of a match. The ruck and the ruck coach are out the back.
Because the ruck coach is standing there like a spare dick. He's got nothing to do, so he thinks, I'll just go grab my ruckman and talk. No, shut up, mate. He's a part of the team too. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not special.
Shit argument. Anyway, move on.
I liked it. That's about it. That was my only note from the week. So that's all I had. I was just frustrated. Really frustrated.
You're frustrated or frustrated?
Bit of both.
Yeah. Are you concerned about the Blues and where they're at?
What happened on the weekend? They lost.
They
By
played
40
Melbourne.
points.
Yeah, Demons.
They say
I think they really miss Sam Walsh, and I think they really miss Jacob Weitering going back, but they're not humming at the moment.
well, you don't want to be humming it.
No, you don't, but you'd like to be playing a little bit better, would you?
Yeah.
They got 4 days till they start.
Yeah, and I agree. And
They're
I
not
think
humming.
that one thing I said is that's why I think they're 5th.
Okay.
And I had them at 5th.
Yep. All right.
I think that there's still so much time, and I genuinely believe Carlton can win the grand final this year if things really do go well. But I think they've still got a lot of improvement to come, which I think.
Where did
is
you have
there.
the Lions? I mean, sorry, the Swans.
The
in
Lions
your-
No, I can run through his ladder right
Where
now.
are
Swans
the
are
Swans?
third.
I think Darcy's.
Swans are 3rd.
So Collingwood first, GWS second, Sydney third, Adelaide fourth, Carlton fifth, Blank 6th, Blank 7.
Port 6.
Did you watch the Lions Swans game by any chance?
I didn't catch that one.
Did you see where-
that was a
That was 9th v 3rd on your ladder, and
power
9th
outage.
and
Oh,
9th
yeah, Brett.
and
They
9th
put
game-
their best teams in, don't they, in the practice matches, Brett?
Well, they do that game.
Yeah, usually their last game they
Yeah,
have
Hey,
a pretty good crowd.
You don't want to be peaking in February, mate.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that right now.
So you've got Sydney third and
Lions.
Brisbane
ninth.
aren't making it though, are they?
Brisbane aren't in the 8th.
Hey,
at
how
the
is
moment.
the relationship going with Brisbane?
Well, funnily enough, our
Have you bought a
comments.
membership?
We have got a big fraternity here at Footy and Friends. We've got a great, incredible
got a
community.
membership.
I haven't got one yet, but it has reached Brisbane, my comments, and I did retract them. I will admit on the pod I will not retract, but personally I did.
So where have you flicked them up to?
They're still in the bottom 8. But I'm actually...
Bottom 10.
Bottom 10, sorry. I actually hit Chris Fagan between the eyes, and he wants to have a chat and come on the pod.
No, he won't.
Have a chat about it.
You're kidding.
Mm.
Oh, that will be interesting.
Yeah, he wants to chat about it directly.
You'll back
Well,
down
I'm not
like
sure
you
if
did
he
with
actually
Lockie.
knows about it, but Nick Brown, big shout out to Nick Brown, their media manager up there, great man, great fan of the show. He loves Footy and Friends, loves your two boys' work, and he's keen to make something happen with the Lions. But I love the Lions, you know that. Look, a couple of these aren't great with the latest stuff, but the Brisbane one in hindsight, I probably should have had him in the 8. But
you're going to really hit a couple of sides between the eyes today.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
That's
Let's
where
get into it.
That's where he ended last week,
yeah.
and it's been exciting.
And why don't we get into it now? Because
Bloody
we've
oath.
been piss farting around, and I'm not here to bloody piss down your back and tell you it's raining.
That's right.
Am I? Port Adelaide, breakout players.
Oh yeah, got one. Well, we spoke about this off air just as we went. We were about to start. They're quite a mature side, aren't
They
they,
are,
Brett?
yeah.
So they haven't got a huge amount of.
With all their ins, we're all mature
Yeah.
age players in terms of their trade.
Yeah,
Just gone.
Horn Francis is like people are going to say Horn Francis is going to explode
The
and all
Hornet.
of that. And, yeah, but he's probably an obvious one.
He does hit the stoppage at pace, which I
doesn't
like.
he? Yeah, socks up, black boots.
White.
Jason Burgoyne.
Okay. Off halfback.
Number
Yeah,
7. Number 7.
Like skinny and athletic and rangy. And I think the game's going a little bit that way as an offensively minded, good ball user, agile. So he's my breakout player.
So, obviously related to the Sean Burgoyne or Peter. Peter Burgoyne.
Yeah, I think son of Peter Burgoyne.
Yes, that would make more sense because he's the older
Yeah.
brother. What pick was he? Like, was he a high pick or father son
I
or
imagine
like?
his father's son.
Yeah, but that still goes to picks these days. I'm just
Does.
wondering,
That's
was
to be a top 40, does it, Brett?
Yep.
yeah. Do you reckon he was, Brett? Was he a high pick or?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, just
Yeah, he's breaking out.
well, I did see him play pretty well on the weekend. Had a few shots on goal.
I love when we try and go into detail about where the specifics of where players got picked in our heads. We're like,
And
oh,
no,
fuck.
we have no fucking
No
idea.
fucking idea.
Well, I was just wondering because he's number 7, so I was just thinking, was he a high pick or?
Oh, his dad wore number 7. That'd probably be why. If that's who his dad is, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure
just
his
be
dad is Peter
You
Burgoyne.
keep padding, and I'll
Anyway,
find out.
Yeah.
My breakout players, big Ollie Lord up front, played a few games
I haven't
last
even got the
year.
energy to ask this week.
Neither.
He's not. No,
Max Sports?
no, he's not. He's just a
How's
young player
Bondi
who's
going from last week.
We'll try to get
He's
past
off you.
that.
We'll move
he's
on.
the nicest kid you'll ever meet, but he's got a vendetta. Yeah,
I hope
Playing
he
with a
does.
chip on his shoulder. And number
And I'm-
40.
and I'm,
he's got something to prove.
I'm backing him to the fucking hills.
The Hills or the Hilt? Which one?
The hilt. What did I say?
Which one is it?
I thought it was to the hilt.
No, what's wrong? Anyway, I'm pretty keen on young Ollie Lord up there. Charlie
Good-looking
Dixon,
bloke.
I'm not sure how well his body's going and how long it's going to last.
He had a
four,
good final, didn't he? Or one of the two finals.
Yeah, I reckon he
looked-
kicked 3 or 4.
3.5.
Yeah.
I think so. Hey, good one, Brett. I like that one from you.
He did look like a bit of a bull on the weekend, though. Dixon, you see him bull his way through a few?
No, I didn't.
Didn't catch much of that game.
No,
No, okay.
just missed it.
Well, he ran through a few. My breakout player from Port, it's a good one. It's a good team to pick. The young players there, as we said, they don't have many.
Mm-hmm.
How's this?
What's his
this
name?
Is his job. This is his full-time company.
Yeah, what's
he gives
his
us a run
name
sheet,
again?
and he hasn't done one bit of research on Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide. Good team. That prison bars.
Yeah. Give us a one player,
Could
mate.
it be-
That's all we're after.
Could it be Shane Wakeland?
He's a good player. It's not him, though. I'd have to say my breakout player this year is I've actually just
Roger
forgotten
James?
his name. No. It's not John Butcher. It's...
Brett Ebert.
What's his name, Darth? Number 4. Four. Big
Todd
boy.
Marshall.
Todd Marshall. I think he's going to...
I wish I didn't
Beautiful-
help you out then. I
Beautiful
should've.
straight kick.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play some good good footy this year.
All right, thanks for that. Let's move on.
Brett showed that.
I love it. St Kilda.
Yeah. Oh, where have you got them finishing?
Saints, I have not in the 8. I have them... Oh, the Saints aren't going to be happy with this. 13th.
Oh, 13th. They played finals last year.
Yeah. And they won't be near it this year.
They So we obviously played them yesterday in the what do we call that? Like the
NAB Cup.
practice match, Wizard Cup, like the Wizard Home Lions Cup. I tell you who's really good. I've got him. I haven't got him down as a breakout player. Like, I think one of you two will choose the guy that I was going to choose initially. But Port Adelaide delisted Riley Bonner.
Oh, I had him as mine. What, he kicked one from about 70 yesterday with the
good
win too. How good was that?
Left boot.
Yes,
in the
I actually
red
know his
jumper.
partner too, Georgia. Works at Lululemon.
So
Big supporter of the show, Georgia.
They've found one there. They do pretty well in finding guys that Jack like Higgins and Butler in the past have come in second clubs and they get going pretty quickly. So they have a good style.
Have you got them finishing top 8?
Me personally, I haven't really done the ladder, have I? But I would say them. Initially, I would think when the season finished last year and you had to drop one out and put a side in, they were the side that everyone went after. I probably jumped in line there for a bit, but
In terms of
I see no
out
reason
or-
with the 2 games they've played, but they're not better than they were last year. So they played really well against Essendon.
Yeah.
And yesterday, in particular, the first half kind of took us apart a little bit in the first half there at Moorabbin.
Strong win though too, wasn't there?
Oh, they played the conditions a little bit better in the first half.
Well, it's easy
particularly.
when you're playing at your home deck. Home ground advantage.
what was
I'd
impressive.
say for me, I was actually again I'm not impressed with the Saints. I just don't think they probably have that to get them in the 8 this year. I agree with Riley Bonner as my breakout.
Yeah, even though
New
he's probably
lease
about
on life.
26 or
He
something.
is older, but I actually was always really impressed with him and was surprised that he found his way out of Port Adelaide. But there was a few players that actually sparked up yesterday that I really enjoyed. One was actually young Lance Collard.
I think he
Enjoyed
only
his game.
came on for about
No, I know, but
15 minutes,
he's
yeah.
good.
He's got a bit of spunk.
He's got a bit of spunk
Yeah.
about him.
Little forward pocket for you there,
well,
Bill.
mate, there's nothing wrong with a 15-minute power burst on the ground. I still enjoyed it. Is it okay?
How's he going to that?
What the fuck's wrong with saying
Have
Lance?
you done any...
I watched
Zane-
this
Zane
game,
Collard, is
dickhead. It's Lance. His name's Lance. And
Lance Klusner.
you know who's a bit unassuming? And I like his number. Cooper Sharman.
Number 43?
Yeah.
Cooper
He
Sharman?
doesn't really lose one-on-ones.
Nah.
I like him.
He's kind of that in-between size. He's third man across. He looks
Unassuming type, isn't he?
kind of half forward, half back, Mr. Fix-It. So that's what like Ross has been able to do with players like him, like guys that not household names. They've been able to last year perform
Who would you
in
refer
his first
him
year.
to?
So I think they only get better.
Oh, I agree. Who would you refer him to as in the Fremantle days? Is he a...
Cooper Sharp, Garrick Ibbotson.
Yeah, I was literally about to say Garrick Ibbotson.
You. It's like where you got.
No, you weren't.
I
You
was.
don't even know his name.
Well, I didn't.
You don't
That
know
was the
players.
part. I knew. That's who I was thinking of, though. Garrick Ibbotson. Literally.
Yeah.
Just, you're just your
Who
player.
you got breaking out, Brett?
When I say one thing about St Kilda, though, just quickly. So, really started well. Callum Wilkie, for example, key defender.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah,
Okay, you know the
do I
accountant.
know him?
No, the
All
accountant.
Australian.
The accountant.
He hasn't missed a game
All
in
Australian. Yeah, he's
5
fantastic.
years.
He's great. But one thing that these players do when they come in mature ages is they come in, they play their role really well. They give the first hands. They mark it, give the first hands. Just noticed he's maybe starting to not give the first hands and just start to...
You've called him out. All Australian.
Bit of drinking of his own.
Let's give the hands. Give the hands to the ball users.
Heard it here first.
I'm glad you held up Brett's opinion for that. That's hard hitting. So you've taken down Brisbane. You've taken down Cal Wilkie.
I'm not taking down Cal. I'm just saying defenders in general. If you're taking marks, give the hands, boys. Give the hands.
We've got to start a list.
Especially if you're a key, you reckon? If you're a key
yeah, I'm going to start a list of just give the hands.
Yeah.
And it's not because you're a bad kick. It's just because give the fucking hands.
Right,
Get your players involved.
If I give you... So I've done Port Adelaide. Who's a player that should give the hands?
Big advance holder gives the hands.
Yeah, but he's a ruckman. What was
So
the
they
bloke?
don't count.
They don't count because they're not a part of the team.
They're playing a different sport.
Yeah.
That bloke, Cleary,
Give the hands.
give the hands.
So is it Kilda? Who gives the hands?
Wilkie. He's actually a good kick, but
It's a new
He's
segment.
pretty neat by foot.
Give the hands.
Hey, if we go on the West
Tom Campbell gives the hands. He's playing a different game though.
can we get Brett's opinion on St Kilda?
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to hear it or not?
Yeah, sure.
Young kid who played pretty well yesterday.
Liam Henry.
No, Darcy Wilson.
Yeah.
Young kid from Wangaratta. Good young bloke.
He had,
Marble stranger. Went pretty
24.
high.
Number is he?
24?
He had 24 touches. He might be number 24. 22. He's number
22, I reckon. Yeah.
Good number.
Two little ducks.
Yeah.
What number did he go in the draft, Brett?
13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Handy.
What do we see for Philippou this year?
Yeah.
He goes to the next level.
I hope so. I reckon he can really... He played more as just a half forward last year. I'd like to see him inside. One of my favourite players at the Saints is Machito Owens. I love watching him play. He just makes things happen.
Speaking of big knocks, I actually went up to a game last year against the Giants, and there was a game where he went in and had this clash with, I reckon it was like Wardy or something in a marking contest. I've never seen two bodies hit harder.
Well, we know how hard Cal is, don't we?
So,
But he just got up, mate. He's tough as, like Machito Owens is tough as nails.
I think they generally have said that as well, that he's fearless.
He's a bit of a he's a bull.
From the inside, he just doesn't waver from the contest.
One other player I just like at Saints. You know what? I might put him in the top 8. I really like Windhager as well.
Yeah.
Broken hand at the moment, FYI. Didn't play.
So they're going from
And he's
13.
gone to number 2.
They really rate... If you're getting the number 2, they must mean they really rate you.
Aaron Hamill.
Danny Frawley. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny Frawley. Bloody oath.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, who's next?
Dogs,
Dags,
give
I
the
think.
hands.
Doggies.
Doggies. Who gives the hands at the Dogs?
Give me time.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, where have you got them
Doggies. Breakouts.
I'll go first because I want to pinch the guy who wears the socks up and the black boots, Riley Sanders.
Jeez, isn't he? Is he a Tassie boy?
Yep.
So
He come down to Melbourne Grammar.
Do you reckon he is the first signing? If you had to forecast, crystal ball, first signing for the new Tasmanian team, like he'd have to be the number one sort of target at the moment.
Well, the
wouldn't
Dogs won't want to let that happen, but him
think
and
the AFL
probably
will
one of Mickey's boys will be on their radar, I would have thought.
he? Who's that?
Colby McKercher.
He's from Tassie.
Tassie boy as well.
Oh, you've just had a big groan as if it's a foregone conclusion.
It's happening, mate.
They had
I'm telling you
down there
now.
working.
He spoke to Dills.
Hand in glove.
He
I'm
spoke to
telling him, mate.
Dills.
From the chat with Dills that I had
Yeah.
Off air.
on air,
He told him.
I'm telling
Was
you,
there some Tassie talk?
mate, we talked about Tassie. We spoke about it. He said that will be different to the Giants and Gold Coast in the fact that they will be competitive right away, and they want a senior experienced coach. He even named Chris and Brad Scott, and he said that they'll do what they need to do to get players there.
It's hard hitting.
So Colby's going, basically.
He's actually there.
But
That's
then-
verbatim of what he said.
But then on all of your clips on Instagram during the week, all you talked about was the 700s and 809s
yeah.
versus Brett.
No.
So you actually got some genuine content.
Yeah. No, we don't post the actual content. Yeah, it's
just the funny stuff.
just
Hey,
funny
who's the
stuff.
breakout player over there, Brett?
I've got a young bloke played on the wing on the weekend. Second year in, Harvey Gallagher. He's a good young player.
Looks like they're going to make a few
Changes?
changes.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like I think they're playing a few more forwards up front, like smaller players, like not unlike
Like West.
Yeah, West, McNeil.
Yeah.
Obviously Gallagher's
Because
in
they've
that.
usually put the extra mid there, haven't they? And
Yeah,
they've-
yeah.
So
Probably
who
lost out.
So it's like McRae and Caleb Daniel look like the ones on the edge at the moment, don't they?
Yeah. Well, from their team on the weekend, like the weekend before that I went and watched.
But as Dill said, no one plays their best teams. in
No
these
one
things.
does, no. Oscar Baker lost his spot. I think Caleb Poulter lost his spot. Caleb Daniel lost his spot. So there was,
Callum Daniel lose his spot.
well, he didn't play on the weekend, just gone. So, yeah. I would
You're going
assume
to have to call Bevo.
I'm not sure about that. You can't be dropping.
Anyway.
Can't be dropping him.
I've got him still just making the 8.
Yeah, right.
What about you, mate? What have you got?
I'll check where I've got him, but I will just
who
give you
gives
my.
hands?
I'll tell you who gives the hands, and I'll tell you who my breakout player is. So my breakout player is Jamara Ugle-Hagan.
Oh, yeah. Out of contract.
Yeah, could be going to Tassie. Who knows? At this rate, with
Now,
what's-
he'll be there by himself for a few years.
Who knows? Who knows what happens?
What year are they coming in again? Do you remember?
A few years of ambassadorial roles.
He's just playing
Post-draft.
Barnboogle. He'd just be down at Barnboogle for 3 years. He'll be off scratch. He'll be off scratch. I have. I'll tell you this: if Caleb Daniel isn't playing this year,
Yeah.
they're going to be needing to give the hands. The old fucking back six going to need to have to give the hands because he's the only good ball user. Who gives the hands? I haven't heard of half these blokes. Never heard of them, honestly.
He's taking them down.
Couldn't even tell you who they are. Who cares? Bulldogs are irrelevant this year for me.
Oh, not in the 8.
Not even in. No.
Well, you've either got them, if they're not in the 8, you've got them 15th, 17th, or 18th.
I think this is like, I'll be genuine.
So that means
Bit of
Bevo's probably under the pump them to keep
Bit
his
of
job.
tongue in cheek, but I've got to finish in 17th.
Oh,
Second last.
that's almost as big as the Lions call. 17th. Wow, I love that.
Look,
Clip it up, Darcy.
verbatim,
Over to
17th.
you. Verbatim.
I think you've just gone alphabetical order.
Just hasn't moved
got
on.
him 17th this year. Fuck him. Okay.
This Caleb Daniel news is really.
That's thrown me. I had him in the top 8 before. If they want to stuff around and put Caleb Daniel out of the team,
So here's Dill's verbatim analysis of the Dogs this year. The back six, haven't heard of half of them.
Yeah.
All of them are give the hands players.
Liam Jones is a great player.
What,
Give
did you
hands?
play with him at
No,
Carlton?
he's a good kick. Love Liam Jones.
Yeah.
Did you play with him at Carlton? You mates with him?
Yeah, in the VFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
What about Alex Keith? Do you reckon he's a give the
He's
hands?
to give the hands. Yep. Yep.
Ryan Gardner?
He can give the hands. Yep. Yep. A lot of handballing from back 50, I think, this year. There's gonna
Really
be
playing on.
Yeah. I think they're going to really do that quick hands game. It should be good. Okay. Who else?
Off the Cats.
Where do they finish? I had them 17th this year. Where do you boys have them?
I got him in the top 8. Only just bottom half of the 8.
You've got them in the top 8.
Yeah.
Oh, clip that. Clip that, mate.
So, because I'm sitting on the fence here and loving like the different dynamic.
Do you actually think they'll be in the top 8? I say bottom.
Well, they didn't
second
make it
bottom.
last year, did they?
Second bottom's a stretch,
So
but
they
top 8's a stretch.
they have to their consistencies last year. Like they would lose to the bottom sides last year,
Yeah.
wouldn't they? Which cost them. They lost to the Eagles.
Yeah,
and the
I might have
Hawks.
to reassess that though because
Right.
Marcus Bontempelli could not have played any better last year. He was
Yeah.
extraordinary.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't get any
Hey.
job done. So,
No iron team, Brett.
Yeah.
nah, but there is in win
There is in Bontempelli. A couple of them, I
at
think.
the end.
Yeah, at the end. Maybe one. Anyway, Geelong.
Yep. Pussycats.
Breakout player.
Got to go with our favourite.
Yeah. On.
Oh,
He was on here with us.
Yeah. Look at the smile when
Big-
the
Big Sully. Big Connor.
Connor
when the mutual
Sullivan.
interest hits.
Yeah.
The smile on the face.
What was his nickname again?
Sully.
No, what was the one that we gave him? Mark.
Did we?
Mark Sullivan. Because he kept taking the intercept marks. They said they'll bloody call you Mark down there.
Yeah. I don't think it's.
Is he give the hands player?
Well, he would, but he doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to.
He's pretty neat by foot.
Geelong. So you've got him as breaking out.
Yeah, but I've got them in the bottom
Oh,
8.
geez, he's
bottom 10.
Really? I think I might too.
They're the oldest side in the comp. Oh, second oldest.
Yeah.
Can
Is this
I
back?
tell you something about Geelong? The
Yes.
fact that it's actually more of a question for you, Mick, and you, Brett. And I know that you'd like this, Brett, because you're the manager. But throughout the week, I personally love the Harry Sheasel 7-year deal. Like, I'm a massive fan. I know Cornsey doesn't like him. I think that...
He liked that one.
Did he?
I read.
Okay. Cool.
He picks and chooses a bit, doesn't
Well,
he?
no, that's fine. Hey, Cornsey might be coming in the next couple of weeks, so just
Oh,
be
actually,
careful.
he'd be
Be
good.
careful, boys. Wouldn't he have some things to say about my calls?
Talk about
Jeez.
taggers,
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness. One thing I was thinking, if there was a player that I'd give
Brett just wanted to let you know.
Can
That
we-
Kane ran with him a couple
Oh,
of times.
okay. Sorry, I didn't pick up on that
Have you
one.
got Ryan Crowley's number?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, Kane, he like get PTSD.
Jeez, Christ.
I won't be in.
One thing about 7-year deals I was thinking about is like, is there a player that you give a 7-year deal to now? The one player I'd happily, if I could buy an investment into a player, if I could go, I'm going to put equity from Footy and Friends from this
Minus $5 from the
this-
scratchies?
from this juggernaut of a show
25
into
bucks.
a player and buy equity in them.
Yeah.
It'd be Connor Sullivan.
O'Sullivan. you idiot.
And
You've had him
what would
on your
happen-
pod.
What would happen is it would renege because I've sent it to the wrong bank account. So
And Mark goes, Mark.
Mark, bloody
Mark
Mark
Sullivan's nephew, Connor Sullivan. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's good
we've
stuff.
been.
And his brother Lockie, who just went to where'd he go? The Pies.
Is that his brother?
No, you idiot. Oh.
So you're frustrating him. You're frustrating him,
Oh, I've
Dill.
got a couple breakouts,
Sean
mate.
Manor?
Yes!
We're on point today.
Good to see him, Sean. So, Sean, if you remember...
Mind you, man.
Now, just because we need to remember, Brett, he didn't spend much time in the VFL, nor does he know much about it. We had to
Zero
remember...
Yeah, 0.
Remember Adam Markon?
You played
Do you
in
remember
Neefle?
Markon?
I did 2 games. Played with you.
Remember Markon? Who you had to...
Adzi?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
from
remember Adzi.
Richmond. Remember when you do training together, he'd tag you, and then you go, what does he do on the weekend? So he'd go play in the VFL, which was a different comp to what you were playing in the AFL.
Cut the oranges.
Yeah, exactly. No, he'd actually go play another game, funnily enough. It was normally out in Cranbourne or something. Anyway,
Casey
so there was a guy, Sean, our friend Mick, last year he was coaching a team in the
Yeah,
VFL.
no, Sean Manor, yeah.
Yeah.
From Albury. Yeah, come
Yeah.
down, played Werribee, kicked
There you
6
go.
on
Jeez,
grand
he's-
final day.
He's very cultured now.
He is.
So Sean went pick 36 or something?
36,
Yeah,
yeah.
36 in the draft. Actually saw him at the induction. I said, hey, I'm mates with Mick. Just want to say,
Well done.
congratulations, mate.
Yeah.
Well done. He got the number 7. He played very well on the weekend, and I think he is going to do well this
he
year.
only got
Why did
put
he
in
get a
late.
7?
He only got put in late in the game, so he's fresh. So that means he's, again, Dill, the way this works, I think they would have played their best side, and the fringe guys had to go late, so he went pretty well. So he might be pushing into at least a sub,
I think he'll get in there by the end of the year.
Why
Because
they
you
give him
know,
a
with
7?
these
I don't
guys,
know.
though, these guys that get in, you know what they've got that the other ones don't?
experience.
A bit of grit.
Grit.
A bit of see you next Tuesday. Have you heard of that one?
Ooh. Do you know your number plate, I just noticed this, is one letter off
Cunny.
that word.
I know. Speaking of number plates, we get some photos sent in of the Werribee on the weekend in Frankston.
There was, and
Now,
again,
poor, what's the coach's name again?
Jimmy Allen.
Poor Jimmy Allen's getting photos. Now, if anyone sees the Werribee Mobile and Jimmy Allen's, just don't pester him, okay? He's getting bloody photos
It's not
taken.
me,
His,
it's Jimmy. And that car, that specific car that was photoed, wasn't my
oh, that wasn't
one.
the. There's more.
No, that
Because
one
yours
is,
had
that
more
one is,
stripes.
Well, yeah.
Yours
the
had way more
Mine
stripes.
had the paw prints on it.
Yes, it was.
Yours was the old
It had a
VM.
tiger on
Yeah,
the bonnet.
had a tiger. Yeah, it's very good. So anyway, that wasn't Jimmy Allen. That must have been.
That would have
someone
been Mark Pennellan, the CEO.
Oh, that was the CEO.
The CEO drives the
Yeah.
Tiggy wagon.
Yeah, we got 4 or 5. Well, they have.
Shout out
TBI
to
and
Werribee,
stuff.
yeah, shout out. Hey, once a tiger, always a tiger.
That's it.
That's what they say. Anyway, Sean Mannor's one of mine, and the other one I will say as well, just if I can have 2 this week,
Yeah,
Jai
of course.
Clark looks
Only
quite
this
nice
week.
in the 13.
Why did he change to the 13?
Jai
He
Clark.
was 7 last year. Oh, no, Isaac Smith was 7
Yeah,
last year.
Jai
wasn't he?
Clark's
I
always
reckon
been
Jai
13.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Brett, over to you.
Well, for
No, he
Cats.
said
Oh,
Connor.
you've done-
He said Connor Sullivan.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but I've got Connor O'Sullivan.
Who have you got? Hey, you know who everyone's loving on social media? Darcy... Oliver Dempsey. Darcy
Oliver Dempsey.
I was going to say, looks like a very good player.
Darcy Oliver Dempsey with the pink boots took a big hangout a couple of weeks ago. Wow.
Oh, do we continue with this F or just cut it here?
We've still got a couple of teams to get to. We've got to get to your favourite team.
Favourite team of the whole.
I think I'm just getting nervous getting up to my team and talk about them.
Past Richmond quickly.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
all right.
What are the ticks? Bottom 6 and my breakout is Big Sammy Naismith. Good to see him back.
Tom Brown from Ripon. He'll go all right. He'll break out.
Yep. I haven't had a great look at the Tigers this year yet, just purely because I haven't seen them on TV. But I will say, Breakout.
You gave me shit about commentating a game for KO when Richmond
Well,
were
half
playing.
of them are fucking VFL players, mate. I've never seen half of them. I will say...
Where are they finishing? Give us that number.
Oh, I tell you,
Yeah, no,
oh,
I've got that
Jesus
for you.
Christ.
I guess 15th. He has them.
15th, I've got them.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
So West Coast are finishing 6th.
No, West Coast, we'll get to them later.
Actually, who'd you have 6th and 7th?
6th, I have Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
7th, I have Geelong, which I'm somewhat regretting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
After Brett brought the facts.
Yeah.
With conviction.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
This team is...
Right, now to the favourite team, the team we love
Oh,
talking about.
I didn't get to go through Richmond.
Don't worry about it.
Nah.
All right, skip.
Save it. Good luck.
Who
down
is
that
your
front
breakout
row.
player? Just give us your breakout because the Tiggs supporters will be flat.
And give the hands.
Give the hands.
Sam Naismith.
Naismith, give the hands.
Oh, he kicked it all right.
Nah, you know, give the hands. Rancey's not there anymore, is he? He can give the hands. Grimes, give the hands.
Grimesy.
Yeah, give the hands.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Grimesy was usually he backed himself as a kid.
Yeah, give the fan.
Most of them do. The backs, key backs.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's really funny stuff.
thank you.
West Coast Eagles.
We're the Eagles. The West Coast Eagles. No, I'm pumped for them this year. I reckon they could bounce back.
To where? Oh.
I'm not laughing because of their plight. I'm laughing because you're an idiot.
We're between rock and bottom.
Yeah. So there was 17th, Daylight 18th. I've got them at 18th this year.
Yeah.
So they've got the Daylight
But an
away.
early favourite for their best and fairest is
Harley Reid.
no.
Oh, Jermaine Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
My breakout player. No, he's not.
He's a mate. I hate that you guys because he's actually a good player. He'll play a big role for them this year. Okay, so I will say Harley Reid will
this
be
a
my breakout. I'm getting hot in here. I'm getting nervous.
It is hot there.
Yeah. Who's your breakouts?
Another bloke from up that way, Noah Long. He played about 7 or 8
young
games.
man.
Yeah,
Small.
last year. Yeah, little fella.
Apparently he's a great man. No, like a great,
Big shout out.
good sort of like operator and
Yeah,
good
he's
to be a
doing
part
a
of the team and
Did you
stuff.
say
Chuka boy.
They love him there apparently.
Yeah.
Bit of a barometer.
Geelong,
They say they got
Geelong
him
grammar, but then drafted.
Bit cheeky.
One of like pick 70 something.
It's always good to see low picks that are kind of got a bit going against him in terms of the height. He made a bit of an impact last year. Changed his number.
I reckon he
That
He was
finished.
number like 49 or
Which you would
something,
love.
wasn't he?
He was 44 and changed to
I haven't seen that.
replaced club great.
Luke Shuey.
Yeah.
13.
I reckon he finished top 10 in their BNF last year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they really rate him. So maybe he's not breakout. Maybe he's just
He's already
consolidating.
there.
Yeah.
He's in the leadership group already.
Interesting.
So, how have you found the Harley Reid, the WA paper over there, of which I used to write pen an article for, don't anymore.
A few great columns by yourself.
Yeah, maybe I'm kind of shifted from because they just keep doubling down on the back and front page with Harley Reid. And
Fuck, they need some new news over there. You know the big.
Yeah.
Well, I'm heading over there in a couple of weeks. Right,
what have you got planned in the West?
we're doing a live show.
Is Harley Reid going to be there?
Not at this stage.
Have you
but
reached out to Jermaine Jones as manager?
I have not reached out as yet. I will. I love him as a
No
player.
along?
I haven't. First time I've heard his names today. So I'm going over there doing a live show. We're doing a collaboration with Ollie. We're really looking forward to that, aren't we, Darcy? We're heading over. So it'll be good. But the whole thing around Harley Reid, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, the poor kid did one fend off and got on the ball, and then they nearly wrote him off for his
he's
whole
the worst.
career. I was like, fucking hell. He had a pretty good game in the weekend, though.
Yeah, solid. Mate, he's going to be a superstar. He's going to do some special things, but don't expect him to come out and be Harry Sheasel like he
No,
was last year.
different player, isn't it?
Way different.
Where will they? I haven't seen any of the West Coast games in the first couple of weeks, but they're still going to play him half back. Has that been happening?
Yeah, but he's on inside a little bit more, I reckon.
I think he'd love to play mid. He'd be-
Wow. Yeah, the depth isn't great over there, I don't think. Ruben Jinby, I think he's going to be a really good player. I think Campbell Chess is going to be a good player. They got some talent, but it's going to take a little while. Good to see a good friend of mine, actually, Matty Clark, just get the
yes.
job as list manager over there. He's a head recruiter at the Tigs for a lot of years, and now got the head job
Hey,
of
as a-
rebuilding that list.
Shout
Shout out, Matty.
I should know this.
Shout out, Matty.
Good on you, Matty. Recruiters, would they have to move to West Australia? No. Yeah.
Most recruiters and
Based in Melbourne.
because that's where all the action
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
and that's where most of the footy, probably nearly 60% of the kids are drafted out of
Yeah.
Victoria.
Another one
Maybe less.
that we haven't mentioned is Big Matty Flynn.
Oh yeah, Big
Head
Gerald.
over West, Gerald, Matty Flynn.
Out for
giving
8
the
weeks.
Hands, giving the hands.
Did you hear what happened though?
What happened?
Ripped his tendon in the captain's run.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's such a ruckman thing to do, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Brady Hoff's going to break out West Coast.
I missed that, sorry.
Brady Hoff.
Brady Hoff.
Give us yours, mate. Who have you got?
I said Harley Reid.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And not Jermaine. You're off him, off that
I think
wagon?
he's
already
doing-
established.
Already doing a good thing. I am hopeful for West Coast, to be completely honest. I was saying this.
Can they win a game this year?
Yes.
Who can they
win a
beat?
game. I think it'll, to be completely honest, it'll be more a team probably loses. And I think that they'll go in confident and get jumped.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
As a
team
free
will,
hit.
Yeah, a team will go over there. They'll be, hey, we've got West Coast at Etihad on Sunday at 3 p.m. and we'll smash them. They'll rock up with the wrong attitude. You reckon North will lose to them?
Or I'm just saying it.
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
saying,
we-
no. I wasn't saying. I reckon it'll
No,
be a
we got-
team.
we
I
got
reckon
them over there.
I reckon they'll get a scalp
you.
in that sort of bottom 8.
Yeah, that bottom 4 or 5 teams, someone will relax and think, we'll just get this done.
And then injury and health to list. You know, some sides, if you
important.
lose your 4 or 5 most experienced, and West Coast are going pretty well. They've had a really
From what
tough
I've watched,
couple of
though, I
years,
think
haven't they?
they're a fair way from being competitive.
Yeah. again, I think
It's too much pressure on their kids to be really good for them to.
I mean, Oscar Allen kicked last year. He still kicked 60
He's a
goals.
good player, mate.
Yeah, he's out too, though, I think, isn't he?
How's Jake Waterman going? Is he back?
He's playing on the weekend.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I like him.
Got a good mullet.
He does. Just on West Coast, I will say, if we can be serious for a second, this is verbatim. We speak about this. We spoke about with Isaac Smith. Spoke about this with Andrew Dillon. One thing that West Coast do have, they have members, they have money, they have a good board. I rate Adam Simpson as a coach, even though it's the last sort of couple of years have been random. But they've got a good footy club, so they will bounce back.
Yeah.
It'll take a bit, but they'll be fine.
Yep. It's going to take a little bit, but
Well said.
That's all we got for time for this week, guys. So just to go through my
Ladder.
final ladder.
this is brilliant.
Top 8, I've got Collingwood at top, Giants second, Swans third, Adelaide fourth. Carlton, Port, Geelong, Gold Coast round out the 8.
Yeah.
Ninth,
Those that miss.
those that miss, Brisbane, Essendon,
Yep.
North,
Mm-hmm.
Melbourne,
Oh,
Saints, Fremantle, Richmond, Hawthorn, Western Bulldogs, West Coast.
The Western Bulldogs.
Bulldogs
it's
at
big.
17.
I actually, the only one I'm thinking there that I've, like, obviously Brisbane's the one, but I'm not as regretting the Western Bulldogs on.
Okay, what about the D's? You think they're going to finish that low?
12th.
You think they're going to finish there?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't see that, but that's okay.
In saying that, there's a few holes in this one. A few holes in this ladder.
It's a rough draft, isn't
Hey,
it?
lastly as well, sorry, predictions, because we are into the footy next
yeah.
week, so we just need to get this on verbatim just to finish up.
Just
On verbatim.
Rising Star.
Rising Star. I can't go past one of Mick's boys, Colby McKercher.
I'll exclude bias with North Melbourne because I love them all. Riley Sanders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could George win it?
Absolutely. Yeah. He'll play. He's like your genuine inside mid.
He's different to Colby, isn't he? He's not going to beat you with a heap of numbers.
Yeah. So Colby will kind of play around the square, whereas
Yeah.
George is your genuine mid.
Yeah.
So yesterday 12 tackles for George, but
Only 10 touches.
yeah, more tackles, and so he's always in the game, but he is very dynamic around the ball. So
That's why you
second
need
to the footy. Is that what you're saying? He's second to the footy.
well, he was fumbling a bit yesterday, so we had to go catch him after. He's fumbling, he'd have to go jump on him.
Who's your halfbacks? Tall halfbacks there.
Tall
Chom. You got Chom?
Chom.
Yeah, who's your halfbacks? Like
running halfback?
No,
or give the
more
hands
marking,
halfbacks?
yeah.
Give
Who's
the
your
hand, give the handers.
yeah.
Aiden Core,
Corey.
Callan Dawson.
Corey needs to give
Toby
the hands
Pink.
to Wardlaw. Pinky,
Handball.
kick 6 on him. He needs to give the hands to Wardlaw.
Who's
So
your
that-
rising
So I'm
rising
saying
star?
if they're getting 4 marks, that's another 8 touches for Wardlaw. So boys,
No,
No, because
more
Colby will be
they're
getting
gonna-
it, and then he'll be giving
Yeah.
it to George.
yeah, well, but then they'll probably
I'm
retain the
not sure
footy
we
because those
understand.
blokes won't be kicking it, and then
I'm not
down
sure
the
if you
line we'll
understand
get
the
more.
natural game these days. That halfbacks usually get it off the
at
big
halfback,
blokes.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Mids
saying.
get
Give the
centre
hands,
forward.
lads.
Maybe get involved
Give
up
the
there.
hands.
Who's your rising?
My rising star? I was going to go with.
So drawn out, isn't he?
Oh, mate.
It's fucked.
We could edit this down to a half.
Sorry, Darcy. Sorry about these guys.
Take your time, mate.
Get it right. Just make sure the pronunciation's
Can you
right.
just tell me what the next topic is
It's
so I can think
Brownlow
of
and grand final.
that? Beautiful.
I was going to go Nick Watson, but I just don't think they'll win enough games.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really.
Well, Harry Shees won it last year, and they won 2.
Okay.
3, sorry.
You have to be exciting, though. I'm going to go Nick Watson. Small forward. I reckon he's magic.
Nice.
Yeah, saw Ginnivan today. Hey, bit bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he is.
He's a big guy.
Brownlow, Brett? Sorry,
No, it's fine. Sorry, I just didn't realise
Yeah,
we'd get out
we've got to
of
move on.
Sorry.
I've got the heart out.
here. Yeah, no, apologies.
My wife rang me twice to pick up the
Sorry,
daughter
Ross.
from daycare.
Sorry, Ross.
Nick Dacos went really close
Brownlow.
last year. With a Smoky of Max Gawn, I reckon.
You've gone 2. You've done Dill.
Well, he'd
Oh,
win
Smoky. That's a Smoky. That's going 2. That's just Smoky.
Did you say Brownlow and Smoky?
Errol
Or-
Goulden.
Oh,
Brownlow.
Oh, I like that one. I love the name Errol.
me too.
Yeah, I've done zero research here.
No,
seriously.
it's just hard.
No,
I'm
it's
just
not, mate.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Greg Williams.
I'm going to go Patrick Cripps. Not just because it's a former guy that I shared the locker room with. I won't say played, but I think that he's just going to be out for a big year. And if they go well, he's got to go well for Carlton to go well. So I think I'd say that he's the player that needs to go the most well in the team for that team to go well.
Bontempelli probably second.
Yeah, but
They're finishing 17th. So
They're finishing 17th, so it doesn't matter. Grand finalists and winner.
Brett?
Brisbane GWS. Giants flag.
Wow. He's got the Giants. Giants and yeah, I think Brisbane. I can't say what Brisbane is.
It's going to be hard from 9th.
Well, I'm tipping for 9th.
I like that team. I like that as well, but I can't go with it.
And,
It's hard from where they finish in my ladder.
God. Imagine if he goes for 2 sides, which wouldn't actually.
Dogs and Lions.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go Collingwood Giants.
Okay, like the prelim last year.
Yeah.
1 point in it.
Yeah.
And who wins the whole thing? Brisbane.
Isn't that funny, Darcy, was it? Yeah. Giants.
Yeah.
Giants win.
So, clean sweep.
Good on you, boys.
Well done.
That was a
See
good
you
laugh.
next week. Yeah, cheers.